After 3 months, I realized that the bank is the worst thing that humanity has ever created. These people are dumb, and let's just kind of continue this way.
Yep.
And like do different
Get out of
thing.
that, man.
Yeah,
Like,
I really realized that the DeFi is really hard place to start because there is no content to learn. So like decided that I want to build, assemble the team. Where my friends, my colleagues, who I actually signed up with, and also worked in the bank as well.
Yeah.
I escaped them from the bank.
And you poached all of the good people,
Yeah,
and
so
that
I
was the genesis
combined.
of DeFi Land.
Hi guys, welcome back to the Next Billion podcast. We're talking to the builders that are actually building the stuff which is going to onboard the next billion people into crypto, particularly on Solana. And we're here with Erwin from DFL. Thank you very much for joining me today, sir.
Thanks for inviting. Yeah, it's really first time meeting you. It's pretty amazing. Builders is always pretty cool stuff, the great energy. So yeah, thanks for having me here.
A pleasure for you to be here. It's great. And look, we've been talking a while, as well. So it's good to put a face to the name, even though it's just maybe an emoji. So
yeah,
it's
exactly.
all good. It's all good.
It's pretty fun.
So tell us a little bit about yourself. Like, how did you get into crypto? What's your journey been thus far? And how did you arrive sitting here today?
Yeah, that's really. I have a really interesting story because I've been involved in Web2 really heavily and had several startups before in machine learning, computer vision, artificial intelligence, augmented reality as well, and the gaming. So like we've tried like 2 exits as well before, and it was really going really well. And then like I decided I want to try something like to work in a corporate organization because I really thought that kind of working in like 10K plus employees would be really fun, or just kind of having something.
Wait, you
new.
exited 2 startups and then you...
Yes. It was really kind of, I wanted to try new things.
Usually
like,
people go the reverse.
Yeah,
they're like, screw the corporate life, I hate this, I'm going to go do startup.
Yeah, it was like, since the early childhood, like I've been doing my own stuff. And like then in a school, like while I was ending, kind of finishing the high school, I started the startup, so like I didn't really have a time to kind of work as a real job. So like always it was like self-employed, the startup, CEO, like stuff like that. So I really wanted to see like what is this all about, like to work in a kind of bigger corporation or like just in a bank or stuff. So I actually applied to,
wow.
Yeah, I actually applied to, so my friends were working at the bank, so I just said like I really want to try. So like they just kind of, it's like kind of weird, like I didn't know which position I wanted to work as because I had never worked at some position, but like I was like into data, the machine learning and stuff. So I started working at the data team, like data engineering, the science, and analytical department. So I became like the lead of the team, and like it was really interesting because like we've been working with like the bank, like I'm not gonna say the name, but like it has like 15K plus employees, and like we had like a bunch of projects going all the time. And it was really interesting to kind of work on different stuff. But like after 3 months, I realized that the bank is the worst thing that humanity has ever created. Like just
yes.
It is exactly like anything you do with the bank is like super slow. Like I was trying to innovate there, and like I was getting blocked all the time. Even CEO was like, "That's a great idea, but like, not chill. Like we're making the money. We're just these people are dumb, and let's just kind of continue this way."
Yeah.
And like it was really kind of irritating, and like I understood like the corporate
bureaucracy
life.
and culture.
Yes,
like
exactly. And I realized that it's not the thing for me. So then like I've been trading crypto since 2017. So like just doing some shitcoins and stuff. And I got really caught in this shitcoin kind of rally in 2017, 18. And like I had like, yeah, I had like tens of thousands of dollars in that kind of, as a playing kind of amount. And then like everything crashed like to zero exactly. And I was shocked, but like I really like the crypto and idea of decentralization and all this kind of the computing and I mean like all the kind of distributed systems and everything. So I kind of stuck into it and just kind of was always reading the news and stuff. And in early 2020, I got really decided that I'm gonna do the hobby of the crypto. So I started to learn like how DeFi works, like this kind of AMMs and stuff. Like when the DeFi summer came in, it was really interesting. I got really involved in there. I invested some as well, and it was pretty good outcome. And like then when early 2021 came in, everything like bull market was kind of coming, and like that's like time when I realized that the bank and everything kind of sucks, and that I should kind of try different.
Get out of that, man.
Yeah, it was kind of the really perfect momentum. And then I realized that like I have never had a crypto startup, which kind of sounds like the totally different world. Like the Web2 is great, amazing. Like the way you communicate in a crypto, or like the founders or the VCs, like everything was different. So I wanted to try that thing. So I decided that I would love to kind of start the project, but like I'm the guy who is not really happy to kind of go and just kind of copy something and then just like, for example, we have a Uniswap, so let's copy Uniswap on Solana, and like we're innovating. So yeah, I didn't really want to do that, but like I really, when I got started into DeFi, I really realized that the DeFi is really hard place to start because there is no content to learn. Like there are some videos, but like not really great. The Medium articles, especially like 2 years ago, the Medium articles are really it's really hard to understand how those stuff work. So
there was not much content, especially when
exactly.
we started like a year or two ago. Like
exactly,
it was just dev docs basically.
Yeah, and you should have like really good understanding of the basics in the crypto and the math, as well as like the computer science and stuff. So if you're just a random person who wants to understand how DeFi worked, like it was pretty much impossible at that time. The learning curve was pretty high. So I thought that and when I was learning, it took me like 3-4 months to understand like even the basics. So I understand it really well. So I thought that the farming and like the yield farming and all those the terms were really something that made the association for me with the farming, like the farming games. So I thought that maybe it would be cool if you have like the farming game, which is actually a DeFi or the crypto thing, but like it works like a farming game and like it's really intuitive to do some stuff. But you also do some and learn how to do DeFi. You learn how to do some different things, but you also are playing the game. So that was like just a really simple idea. Like, and I really searched it up. Even before I searched it up, I always thought that My Neighbor Elise was the project doing that, because like this is so obvious that the yield farming should be a farming game. Like it was like super obvious to me. Like I thought for 3 months, I thought that My Neighbor Elise was doing that. So I was not really involved. I wasn't even thinking about starting DeFi Land. And then like I had a kind of conversation with one of my fellow friends who is also in crypto, and I said like, yeah, there's a My Neighbor Elise and like game like this, and he said like that's not the game. Like it's like not even launched. It's like a total different game. And like I was like, really? Like she said, yeah. So I really started to dig into like if there's something like this that I want to build. And like there was nothing at all. Like the only visuals, like there were some kind of hackathon submissions, like
yeah,
like they were just really bad visuals and everything. So I thought that, well, that's a kind of perfect market, and like I guess as well, not the market, the time to build, because there is nothing like this, and the market was really bad. It's like the Solana is 20, something like this. It was really bad time, like the May, June, July, August. So like I decided that I want to build, assembled a team, like were my friends, my colleagues who I exited the startups with, and also worked in bank as well.
Yeah.
So I escaped them from the bank as well.
And you poached all of the good people.
Yeah,
and that was the genesis
combined
of DeFi Land.
That's like the story. We won the hackathon, then we raised the round. So
yeah,
that's
the
like
hackathon. Yeah, you guys did really well in that. That's awesome.
That's how it got started.
Cool. So DeFi Land, right? Like we've spoken a little bit about yield farming and that it's a game, but is it like Farmville or something like that as well? Or how does it work? What's it all about?
Yeah, that's a good question. So it's kind of different things combined together. What the DeFi Land is that it's a farming game. So the thing is that imagine everyone has played the farming game. Like it could be Heyday, Farmville, or different other games as well. That's the game that you have played. But you play a game. Additionally, you can do DeFi, NFTs, and crypto, everything at the same place. So just to abstract, like you have your portfolio management kind of building. You can just manage your portfolio. You have fiat on ramps, fiat off ramps. Whenever you are harvesting a Solana, like the sunflower on your land, you're actually harvesting and doing a yield farming on Solana. So it's like everything.
Yeah, I think Step, we have like a carrot or something like that, right?
Yes, that's right as well. And we have also the Step integration is also soon coming as well once we fully launch the version live. And it's going to be really interesting things coming. So the idea is like you can interact with all your favorite DeFi protocols from the game. You can interact with the NFT marketplaces from DeFi Land. You can do the fiat on ramps, fiat off ramps, message, do all of those stuff from the same place, one place, and you also earn the tokens for doing so.
Yeah,
like
people don't even realize that they're using all of these complex DeFi, yield aggregator, blah, blah, blah.
Yes.
They're just playing a game.
That's it.
And in the game, it looks like it's fun. Like there's a farm, and you're a farmer, and you're clicking on stuff to raise your crops or whatever, right? But actually, it's like real money behind that, right?
That's the thing. For example, whenever you click the market building, you choose like I want to swap 5 potatoes to 10 apples.
Oh yeah.
And then like you just swap and that's it. But what happens back of that is like your DeFi Land connects to the different kind of swapping aggregators. They just do some stuff, AMMs, so many different stuff that people don't really see, but it's really simplified in a really easy manner, because like not everyone needs to understand like what's happening there, because if they wanted they would do research and stuff, but like people want to use the DeFi and crypto, all the benefits that it has, without like learning exactly how does the curve system works, right? So that's like the thing we're trying to help. And but also we have the NFTs, like all the kind of mini games and stuff to have fun as well, to listen to the music, and that's like DeFi in a nutshell.
Amazing. Right, so the game right now, pretty sure I played it on the browser or something like that, right? Or is there a downloadable client? Or like, what's the best way that people interface with the game right now? And who are the users? Like, who are you targeting? Is it, I guess, new people, like you mentioned, that maybe you have no idea about all these crazy DeFi things, or is it existing crypto people?
Yeah, so as of now, the game is fully web-based, and that's not the greatest thing, because this kind of games are mostly played on the mobile, because like people have to interact with the game several times per day, so it's kind of not really easy to go and access the laptop or the PC several times a day. So currently it's available on the web, and still we have, even in this market, we have 5K daily active users, the players who just come to play the game and have fun, listen to the music, social interact and so on.
Nice.
And the thing is that we have, so when we started actually a year and a half ago, we were targeting the DeFi and crypto natives, because they knew like all the struggles of learning, and like they were giving us the kind of good idea, like this should be this way, so it's really complex, this is too easy. Like they were just giving us the direction, and we had like, since the year and a half ago, we have launched, I believe, 500 plus different patches of the game with the different tweaks, different updates and everything. So they really helped us to shape the game. And currently the situation is like 50% of the users of ours is like the people who do DeFi, who do crypto and everything, and who've been doing before as well. And 50% are just the people who just genuinely had no idea about the crypto. They just got the NFT of the cat or cow and stuff, and they just started to play game, and they slowly understand how everything works. So this kind of percentage is can actually enlarging. So the users of the crypto natives are decreasing. So because of the new users are coming on the people who didn't really have an interaction with the crypto before, and that's our goal.
Is that something that you're seeing happen more often? Like I know a lot of the NFT people, they're definitely not familiar with what's going on in DeFi. Are you seeing like a lot more of those people like maybe make the transition or?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So before we launched NFTs, like in March, we had a lot of, like, I guess like just 1% of the Solana NFT people know about DeFi Land. As soon as we launched NFT, like we had the Magic Kingdom partnerships, different kind of partnerships as well with different NFT projects, and all those stuff really got people into the DeFi Land as well. And like as DeFi Land has a utility of the NFTs as well, so we have like other NFT utilities as well coming to DeFi Land. We actually got a bunch of people just without any idea how DeFi works, and they have used the Radium and the different lending, the Sol Farm, the Tulip as well, really active, and like they had a pretty huge spike on the usages, because like we got a lot of the people who were not into DeFi to try DeFi, because like, it was so simple to just click on the build date, just click on this, and that's it.
It is. I've done it many times. Like it's an awesome game. It's super simple, right?
So yeah, we're trying to add some more. It's not perfect yet. We're trying to add, for example, the options, the other trading stuff, also the pools, and
that's quite a challenge. Trying to make that into a game is. Yeah, let me tell you about covered collateralized call options, and let's make it really simple. Not that easy.
But the thing is that like we thought the same way about the yield farming on the swap or the lending and borrowing as well. Yeah, it's true. Like if you look at the DeFi kind of website, like for example other DeFi protocol websites, it's just so many numbers, so many different indicators and stuff. Like when we looked at the lending and borrowing, it was the same way, but like we just took some numbers out because people don't really need that. We just kind of abstracted some stuff into the settings and so on. So it's kind of, right now you look at that, it's just super easy for the people. So I think options and this kind of covered calls and stuff is kind of harder, but I believe there's going to be some angle that we're going to find out to make it like a game.
Nice, I like it. And we were talking earlier just a little bit about mobile and how that might be an important thing for you guys to look at. Now obviously we have the Solana phone, the Saga phone I believe. We'll see how that goes, but what's your thoughts on mobile in general, and then maybe the Solana phone as well? Is that sort of useful for you guys, or
Yeah, the mobile is something that we are the most looking forward to, because the farming games in general are mostly like 99% are played on the mobile, because in the farming games the main mechanics are that you have to interact with the game really actively. Like you just kind of, for example, every hour you just kind of feed your pets and do some stuff, and when you
everyone has a phone on them all the time, right? So.
And no one is wearing the kind of having the laptop the same all the time. Because of that, we have a lot of users, potentially a lot of users who we cannot really reach because of currently the game's on the web. So the mobile is really a huge deal for us, and we already have started the building on the mobile. We have the assets, we have already the pre-alpha kind of stuff already kind of figured out, and we're gonna be launching something testable, playable in 2 months, and hopefully by end of this year or early next year. And we are also partnering up with Solana mobile phone, the Saga phone. So we're going to be launch partners. We're going to be one of the earliest apps to be able to download from the app store they have. And I'm not sure how it goes. It's kind of experiment. That's the thing about the crypto. If you don't do some crazy experiments, you don't really roll.
You never know if you never go, right? So.
That's exactly. Whenever I see that people are really calling it crazy about the mobile phone, I believe that's good, because that's like something you need to get the hype.
Yeah, you need some crazies every so often.
If you do some normal stuff, like no one cares, right? So that's something good. But like, I'm not sure like how the production and the quality and everything will be. I think the phone itself is a little bit heavy. It's like I would change some of the different specs as well in there, and like the screen is not something that I'm a really big fan of as well. But I think it's good. They're going the good way, and yeah, I believe that mobile is for sure the future, because no one is carrying around their PCs for like in 10 years. I don't really see people just using PCs much as well, because if you're just looking at gaming, especially like if you look at what was the percentage of the PC gamers versus the mobile gamers, it was like the 99.9 to 0.1, and right now it's gonna really getting closer because a lot of people are playing on the mobile. So mobile is indeed a big bet for DeFi Land.
It is, and I think the mobile gaming market is like way bigger than the PC gaming market,
especially
in terms of number of users, market caps, number of games, probably every metric, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. The only thing that the PC is still the best is the esports, because the mechanics are way more complex on the PC game, because you have mouse, you have keyboard, and you can do more stuff. But like other than that, like just the time played in the mobile is way bigger than on the PC, because like you can just play it everywhere, like in the subway, in the like whenever you're even doing some other stuff, like maybe with your family, like you can just always do some stuff on the mobile. So
it makes sense. Yeah, and I guess as well, Solana is kind of going for, well, look, it's maybe not so much about the megabytes and the gigahertz of the phone. It's perhaps more about the app store as well, or just the fact that crypto native apps on the phone in general, secure enclave, blah, blah, blah. There's probably some other things, which is, I think, what Solana's going for, right? So, hey, it's great that they're doing it. It's better than they're not, right? Like, imagine, it's good to have someone who's going to go and push that and try and make it, because clearly the mobile market is like where it's at, and especially for gaming, like that's sort of what you guys are going for as well.
Yeah, the one cool thing that, for example, the Solana mobile phone has is like you need to approve the transaction. You just kind of tap on the back of the phone, and that's it. Like, and then just kind of finger scanner. So it's kind of really easy that you do some stuff. So it has a good user experience, and I believe it's going to be getting better. It's the first time they're launching the phone, so like there will be a lot of mistakes and everything. So that's good. Like that's like the means that the industry is evolving and everything. So hopefully we're betting on the mobile. We're betting on the Solana phone as well. We'll see how that one goes, but I believe that the target of the gaming should be on the mobile. Like I really love the games that are building on like really high poly, like AAA quality games for the PC, but like tapping in the PC market is way harder than going for the mobile, because like to make a fun mobile game is way easier than make a really competitive esport level kind of game for the PC. So I believe we're going to be seeing some more people coming to the mobile games on crypto as well.
Absolutely, yeah. And look, gaming's become a kind of theme, I guess you could say. There was a gaming themed day here, I think after the Hacker House or something like that, here in Lisbon at the conference. So it seems like there's a lot of people looking at this area. And why do you think Solana might be well placed to capture this sort of interest in gaming?
Yeah, I believe the gaming doesn't really get the much love that it should actually get, because if you look at what people do on their PCs and mobiles, generally the games have like the biggest part in there in the screen time or whatever you want to call it. But so I believe like people are realizing that the games are just something that potentially could be really helpful for the crypto and adoption and everything. And I believe like the Solana is also going the right way. Everyone has been trying to kind of like every layer 1 and layer 2s trying to kind of get the gaming studios and kind of get some kind of gaming departments to kind of do the business development stuff. So that's a good thing. Yeah, that's a good sign. I believe like the wrong thing is that they're trying to do some partnerships with the bigger brands and just say that they're going to be adopting crypto and stuff.
Yeah, do you think they're going to get it? I don't think they're going to get it, these big brands.
Yeah, because like the weird thing is that the gamers, like the hardcore gamers, have really bad negative attitude to the crypto, because everything they see crypto do is just to ruin the games.
Yeah.
So they just do not really want that to happen. So like
I don't get it, man. I don't know. Why are they so opposed to crypto, these people?
Yeah, because like the crypto currently is that cash grab, right? Like everyone who's in crypto, they're just like, there are so lots of scams, the rug pulls, that's like all they see. Like they don't really see, like for example, search for the good projects and just do their due diligence and stuff. So the thing is that they see a lot of negative stuff about the NFTs, and they don't want their favorite games to be ruined. So like they are protecting that like really actively, because.
But like, do they really want to spend $100 a year giving like EA more money? And then if they spend $100 a year doing that, they're down $100. Yep. But if they spend $100 of on NFTs, well, at least maybe they can make it back. If let's say it's a similar game and blah blah blah, like it seems just like a better mechanism to be.
Yeah, but the thing is that it's different. So everyone thinks that gamers should invest in this or something, but the gamers are playing the game because they want to have fun and it's a hobby. And people are telling that care about the NFTs, like the decentralization, and they do not care about that. Yeah. It's the thing, they just want to have fun.
Yeah.
So far, there has never been like the stuff that the centralization of the game has, like for example, had a bad influence on their accounts. Like sometimes sometimes they get banned, like that's but like 99.9% there it's like the judgment, like really reasonable thing that they happen. So I think that like the scope, like telling the gamers adopt the NFT, you should really care about decentralization is wrong.
Yeah.
The right thing is to kind of create the fun game, which is also involves the crypto, and really slowly kind of give them drops of the NFTs and the crypto, so they just get the idea why it's cool. Because like if you just tell them like you're gonna get the money, you're gonna get a lot of you're gonna get the Lambo, and also you should care about decentralization, like that's not the right way to onboard the real gamers to the crypto.
Drip feed maybe. Like,
yes, exactly.
Like a fishing rod or something like that. Yeah, no, totally agree. I guess as well, so here at Breakpoint, you're meeting a lot of the rest of the ecosystem, a lot of people announcing new different things, and a lot of people, I guess, looking forward to the next year as well. What's important for you guys in 2023?
Yeah, I believe a lot of people still think that, for example, we're competing with Aurora, we're competing with different other games, and the reality is that if Aurora is successful, also DeFi Land is successful, because there are more people coming to Solana, the crypto, and like you're getting more users. So my wish for 2023 is actually to see a lot of other games as well being successful, launching great products, onboarding new people, because like that's like what matters actually. It's not like, oh, if there's only DeFi Land, like we are the only game, that's really bad and that's really sad. So as I have seen this kind of demos of the projects on Solana Games Day, the games have some good foundations, and hopefully they're gonna go the right way, not just gonna chase the cloud and just do some kind of flips and just rock pool and stuff.
Yeah.
But hopefully those games just really actively build and stick to the plan that they want to build the great games. So that's just something that we are looking for, and I believe like hopefully we're gonna be seeing some more mobile games coming in 2023, like ourselves. And,
I can't wait. It's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, like
I'm gonna download it as soon as it's ready.
Yeah, we're gonna be for sure in the pre-alpha as well, so we're gonna be inviting you for sure there and get some feedback. So the main goal is to kind of build really actively, deliver the mobile, and just see a lot of other projects as well be successful, and potentially just help them and they help us.
Fantastic. Yeah, so one thing that I think a lot of DeFi apps maybe are starting to realize now is a lot of their users are all over the place. Like for Step, we have only about 24-25% of users that are English speaking. Number 2 market like Turkey, then it's like Vietnam, Thailand, Indonesia, a whole bunch of other places like that. So actually there's a lot of content that maybe should be in other languages out there or appealing to different audiences, and maybe people in different places, different things appeal to them. I think we'd all agree with that. So what are you guys seeing? Are you guys seeing that, the people coming to DFL, maybe they're a certain demographic or a certain type, or they're from a certain area, or is it just all over the place and just a bit crazy? The
weird thing that, for example, for us as well is that we have some of the same percentage of the English speakers as well. Like, unfortunately, we don't support much languages today, but like for mobile, we already have started the translation of the game. So I believe we're gonna be available at least in 5 languages on the mobile, and I believe that's really something that everyone is missing out, because the content everyone is creating, the guides, everything is all in English. Like in the world, there are so many people who don't speak English, and you are just ignoring those people while they could be really crucial for you. So that's something that we are also kind of aware of because of the gaming stuff that we've done before. Like we have actually had a kind of touch with those different communities. So currently what we have seen is that the biggest percentage of the users we have are from Europe, that half of them don't speak English and half of them they speak. And then we have like all those countries, kind of Brazil, we have like the India, we have China as well. We had actually more Chinese before the stuff that went down. That we have Tokyo and so many different places. Like we have Australia, like the US and stuff. Like we are pretty much like if we want to focus on one thing, like we cannot, because there are so many close equally amount of the people who are playing DeFi. And the cool thing also is that we have I really thought that the DeFi and the users were mostly like kids, or maybe just like the teenagers who were just playing the game. Like we're doing the AMAs every single week, and we have I know that the 3 people who are playing with their grandchildren together at the DeFi Land.
That's awesome.
Like, and she's
That's
like,
cool to hear.
Yeah, it's like so cool to kind of hear the story that she's like telling me sometimes. The one 70-year-old.
You're like generations of the family playing.
Yes, and like the grandma is teaching how to drive the harvester, and we have a video kind of her sending us that. Like, there are so many cool things. I believe like that's the thing. Like the crypto should not really focus on those people, like only the degens who just want to make millions.
Yeah.
Because like that's like the wrong thing. That's what got us here. But like we should evolve, and we should kind of try to touch different people as well. Like those grandmas or the grandpas, or just the people who just live, right? They have money, they want to invest, they want to do some stuff. So it's not all about the regions. We just also should to focus on different people who are not speaking in English, and as well as people who just want to do some investments and have fun.
Absolutely. I think this is sort of the next wave of crypto, and the sort of next type of users to get involved in crypto is people that like aren't coming for degenerate yield farms or monkey with a hat or whatever. It's like, no, people just want to have fun and have a cool game. So where should people find out about DeFi Land? Where can they find you? You got a website, Twitter, I think you got a blog, you do the AMAs. Where should people go?
Yeah, so we do all those stuff. So I believe the best place to find us is just the DeFi Land that app. That's a website, and you get like all the hyperlinks to everything, whatever you're interested. We have the AMA recordings, we have the Discord, Telegram, Twitter, like whatever you would love to see, or just you can just go and directly and play the game. If you like it, you can just then come to us in our community. If you don't like, you're just free to give us the feedback, and we would just really happily take any negative or positive feedback for sure.
Yeah, come into the Discord. Definitely follow DFL on Twitter. Check the guys out. Go play the game as well. I've played the game. It's awesome. I love it. And yeah, thank you so much for joining us today.
Likewise. It was really great to interview you. I believe it's cool to kind of talk with the builders as well, who understand like how everything works.
Yeah.
So it's always a great conversation with these kind of people. So
that's it. It's all about the builders. That's what we're trying to do here. So thank you so much for joining us today. And we'll put all of the links as well and everything in the description of the video. But awesome. Have a great rest of the conference.
Appreciate it. Likewise.
Cheers.
Cheers.